All right, you can take the cash, but we need the wallets.
We want it all. Hurry.
Oh, come on. Let us keep the driver's licenses and the snapshots.
And our badges.
Shit, cops.
Right, what do you think? We all wear uniforms. We all drive around in cars that say police on them.
Excuse me. Look, see, I'm with you.
You're under arrest.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you do or say will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney.
Give me your guns, man.
No, you can have the cash, but we got to keep the guns.
Shit.
No, I don't want to be
You have the right to a
responsible for guns
continental
falling
breakfast.
into the hands of
You have
riffraff
the
such
right
as
to the
yourself.
beverage of
They
your
already
choice in the
got guns.
precinct coffee shop. Now, fellas, this is just me talking, but I would rather get shot with one of those piss-end 22s than with my 38.
Now, you're already under arrest. Don't make it any worse for yourself.
I'm gonna shoot your ass.
Pointing a gun at a police officer? Can we waste them for that?
I think so.
Yeah.
You know, this kind of thing starts in a home.
It's the educational system.
No, the new math drives them nuts.
Right to the streets.
Ready?
Hello everyone, this is PK Entertainment and we are back again, and here now we have another video for you, and this will be a movie review request where we focus on the 1980s buddy cop actioner Running Scared. Released on June 27th 1986, it stars Gregory Hines, Billy Crystal, Jimmy Smits, Joe Patoliano, and it was directed by Peter Hymas. Now the story of Running Scared is that we follow two Chicago police detectives, Ray Hughes and Danny Costanzo, wisecracking their way through various cases. We also see that they've been in constant pursuit of an infamous drug dealer known as Julia Gonzales. After using a grass to help implicate Gonzales, Ray and Danny finally arrest him, but only after messing up a long time undercover operation which would have seen Gonzales arrested for a large drug shipment. After being suspended by their captain, Ray and Danny take a holiday in Florida, and the two decide that they're going to retire and set up a bar together. When they return to Chicago to give their 30-day notice, they discover that Gonzales has been released. So they vow to initially bring him in for good before retiring from the police force. Now when looking back on Running Scared, I do have a lot of fond memories of watching it, especially on terrestrial television several times, and it's one of those movies that when you look back on it now, you do recognise the flaws a bit more but still find it enjoyable and very entertaining. And I do think it's still a very solid film that's really driven more by the chemistry and dynamic between the two lead characters rather than the actual story itself. And to be honest, it doesn't start off well in the opening scenes as we focus far more on the camaraderie between Ray and Danny, and it does take a while to get going in terms of the overall plot. It does play a bit more like a comedy to begin with, and whilst it's still watchable, it does lack a certain urgency which may leave you struggling to stay with the film in the opening segment. Now it does however definitely pick up the pace as we get far more action and the plot becomes far more compelling in the second half of the movie. This includes a fantastic car chase sequence where we see the cops are pursuing Gonzales on the freeway, and then the chase takes place onto train tracks, and it truly is a standout scene that delivers far more in excitement and tension. We could also say the same for the film's final climax, which involves a very furious encounter within a large shopping mall. Now as mentioned before, the special element is the fantastic chemistry between the two lead actors. Gregory Hines and Billy Crystal were both very fresh actors trying to break through the industry at the time of the release of this film, and their natural rapport, they seem to have such a natural and effortless dynamic together, and it really does save the film as their likeability keeps you watching even when there's not a lot going on in terms of the story. It really is a joy seeing them scrap and manoeuvre and fast talk their way out of certain situations, and the interplay is judged just right without getting too annoying or frustrating. Seeing them play together so well is a reminder of how well the 1980s movies in terms of action thrillers understood the importance of characters and relationship dynamics, and making sure that the audience likes the personalities even though the story isn't as strong. I also have to mention another reason for my remembrance of this movie, and that's of course the iconic soundtrack song Sweet Freedom played by Michael MacDonald. I love this song so much, which plays right throughout the scenes where we see Ray and Danny going on holiday, and it definitely brings about a lot of positivity and fun where we see them enjoying themselves and relaxing, and again just keeps you over watching and underlines again that the true special element of this film is the relationship between the two actors. So a truly iconic song also in Sweet Freedom by Michael MacDonald. So if I had to give an overall score for Running Scared, I would give it a 6.8 out of 10. We then go on to the movie's overall release, and it was a decent box office success, earning 38 million in the US, and many critics stated that it was a standard entry in the buddy cop genre that was kept entertaining because of Billy Crystal and Gregory Hines' performances. And I think overall that's a spot on assessment in terms of this movie. We did of course get a huge wave of great buddy cop actioners and thrillers right throughout the 1980s, and to be honest, a lot of them did this just as well and probably even better than Running Scared, and a lot of those efforts did reach far more iconic status than this film. But despite that, I would still say that Running Scared remains a very likeable and enjoyable fun actioner that you can still sit through and just have fun with because of the great double act of the two lead performances. And all of that which I think makes Running Scared overall a solid entry within the 1980s action, comedy, thriller era. So those are my overall thoughts and feelings and reviews of Running Scared. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you have any other films that you'd like to see me review within this channel, then drop me a suggestion within the comments and I will see if I can provide reviews for that film in the future. If you have any other topics, television series or other debates that you'd like to see me carry out also, then again just let me know and I'll see if I can provide further commentary for you within the channel. Please also hit and like those subscription and notification buttons so I can provide you with more high quality content like this in the future. But that's it for now. Take care of yourselves, stay in safe distances, and I will see you very, very soon.